welcome back to Steppenbach. So, this is the first episode of Multiplayer, and hopefully it's going to be the start of something good. So, we're now on the dedicated server, so we may see little bits of lag every now and again depending on how the server is reacting. But hopefully it won't be anything too major. So, Nat, or I'm No Way the Gamer, however you want to call it, is already out working. She's just gone renting a harvester because the sugar beets are ready to harvest. So she's gone doing that. We'll meet her over at the field in a second with a trailer. But first, I just want to show you some things that I noticed while we were setting the server back up, setting the map back up, ready for multiplayer. If you come over to this and just press that, and that little pipe comes out, which I find really, really cool. I never even noticed it until we were setting the map up and I was just mucking about. So yeah, quite impressed with that. That's pretty cool. We have changed a couple of little bits, so all the equipment is pretty much the same. No difference with it. The only thing that bit of a stutter then. The only thing that is different is the Valtra has now got a front loader on it, so that when we are doing things that require two front loaders for both of us, we've got two pieces of equipment that can do it. So, first job, I'm going to jump... Sorry, I got a frog in my throat. I'm going to jump in the Fiat. I'm going to grab the trailer, and I'm going to meet Nat at the field with the harvester that she's leasing from the shop. So she's having to lease it, obviously, because it is an expensive piece of equipment, and we can't afford to buy it. And it's only one field, so it's not really worth doing. Not really worth buying it for the amount of use we're probably going to get out of it. For now, at least, anyway. So we'll get this hooked up. And we'll get over to the field. So we've got to go over this bridge, but hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, another thing I did realise as well is the Dangerville, or Dangerville trailer. When I said it was too low on the Valtra, you can actually lower it up and down, which I didn't realise. So we won't need to replace it, we can keep it. It just looked horrible on the Valtra when it was lowered. It just seemed too low and it kept catching on the ground when you were trying to use it. So this is still a bit awkward to get round. Back up. Let's try this at a different angle. If we come this way and do a wide turn in. No, still not having it. A really awkward bridge to get onto, this one. Should do it. There we go. We'll get down to the sugar beet field, and hopefully Nat won't be too far behind. I like this little stream that goes over the road, that's quite nice. Right down at the bottom of this road. There it is. Oh. It's supposed to be ready to harvest. It said it was ready on the menu. Let me have a look. Oops. Server page. Don't want that. Growth. Yeah, remove tops. But they're not withered. That is unusual. Very strange. So we might have to wait for the server for that one. Not too sure what we're going to do on that. But what I'll do for now is I will park the trailer here because clearly Nat's not here yet. We'll just leave it here and we're going to go and get the glass. And we need to go and seed the other field that we harvested in the previous episode. I keep coming around this side and I don't know why, because it's over there. Yeah, we need to go and seed, I think it's field 179. So we're going to take the seeder down there and get that seeded. But now we've gone into multiplayer, my sort of plan is I want to buy all these fields that are surrounding the farm. I want to get them all bought, and then we'll have more fields to harvest as we're going along, because now we're doing multiplayer. It's not going to take half as long to do half the jobs that we're doing. We're probably going to progress a lot quicker. And the fields on this map aren't incredibly huge. They are quite small compared to what most maps you'd use for multiplayer. So we will get this down there, get it seeded, and hopefully all will be well. Got all those onions planted in 7 in, I think that was the last episode, or was it the episode before? Can't remember. They should be growing. No, not quite. Not quite growing yet, but they'll be growing soon. So anyway, we'll get down to the field. See you in just a second. So now we know that's okay. We're going to make a start on seeding this field. So I think what we're going to do is, I think we'll go with some canola. Why not? Why not do canola? So we are going to have to come back and fertilise this field. After we've done it. It's no big deal. A little bit far over. Bring it up in a second. Right. Throw it and turn it on. So while she's doing that, we're going to start seeding this field. Every time she gets to about 95%, she's going to notify me over chat, and I'll go over and empty her with the trailer. We'll just work it between us doing it that way. Hopefully it's worth renting that harvester, because I know it is quite expensive. I think it's about 25 grand to rent it. So hopefully we get a bit more than that back from harvest on that field. Or at least we hope we will do anyway. that is the plan. The plan is to make money. Fingers crossed. We're on the headland first, give ourselves a bit of room for manoeuvring. There is a fair few fields literally right on our boundary here. Quite a tight map, it's very close quarters. Very, very close quarters. And obviously that field that she's doing as well with the sugar beets is going to need ploughing up. Now, bonus, I have finally got the mod for the 6-metre plough. It's not a plough, it's a subsoiler, but it does the same thing in farming sim terms. So we can now get that, which will make any ploughing jobs much faster. We'll be able to get that done, which is also a nice bonus for us. And I'm hoping that this series really takes off and we actually get some stuff done. Because the single player series is a bit slower, it's a lot more slow paced. And you don't really have much need, or the money, to be able to buy a lot of the bigger equipment. You know, because it's like at the moment, obviously this was a single player series, we've turned it into a multiplayer. We are running with the equipment that we had it as a single player, but I'm sure it'll get upgraded over time. Things should progress a lot quicker, or at least we hope they will. All part of the plan, at least. And take it from there, pretty much. It's just going to be a case of, let's see what happens. This is the first time of us doing a multiplayer, so we just got to sort of feel his way with it, see how it goes. And hopefully, it does turn to be quite good. Now, you may have noticed as well, she's not talking in this one, from when she was talking in This Is Ireland. Currently, it's not ideal for her to be speaking, to be talking. Her equipment isn't the best. It did take a lot of effort to get the sound quality to what it was. I'm not going to say it was great, because it wasn't. Took a lot of effort to get the sound quality to what it was on the video. Her equipment obviously is absolutely bog standard. She was using a Turtle Beach headset, whereas I use a standalone microphone. You know, so it was absolutely bog standard for her. So until she gets her equipment upgraded, she's going to stay as a time-lapse channel, and then she may consider going back to talking in the future. But see how she goes, see what she decides to do. You know, like I've said to her, it's her channel, do it how she wishes. See how we go. See how things progress. You know, she may stay as a time-lapse channel, she might go into a commentary channel later on. See. So anyway, I'm going to get on with this field. We'll see you when it's done. So we're just coming in to drop off our first load of sugar beets. Got full a bit quicker than I thought, and we didn't even empty it with this trailer. So I don't think this trailer is going to be big enough. So what we're going to do is going to drop this here, and we're going to quickly go to the shop and see if we can do an upgrade on it, an extension or something, make it a bit bigger. The only downside is this tractor may not pull it afterwards. So what we'll do is we'll do it and just see what happens. If we have to swap the tractors over, we will do. This tractor can pull the seeder, so I might have to take it back down to the seeder. Then we'll do it that way. So that's 7,600 in. So hopefully that's a bit towards the least cost of the harvester. Not entirely sure what it cost us to lease that harvester. Hopefully the field should cover it. Right, yeah, she's 99% full again. Let's quickly go and put something on this, otherwise we're just going to be running back and forward with sugar beets the entire episode, which is not something I particularly want to do. This trailer certainly is not big enough for what we want. We may have to replace it. Right, let's just put it in here. Let's see if we can get an extension on it. Optimize. Put the capacity up. Right, so we can have it up to 21,000 litres. Yet we'll do that. That is better. It'll at least keep us going. Oop, we're not connected. Nah. Better. Right, at least it's got an extension on it now. It will get us a bit further than it did before, at least. Still might not be big enough, but we'll see what happens as we go. I'm going to go back into a time lapse, and we'll head back over to the field, and we'll get this job done. See you in a moment. Okay, so we're going to take over Nat for a little while. He's struggling with the steering on it a little bit. So we'll hopefully get this done. At least we hope we will anyway. Going to go back into a time lapse while we get this field done. I know this video is going to be full of time lapses today, but unfortunately it's just the way we're going to do it sometimes. So again, see you in a moment. Okay, that's the field pretty much cleaned up. Just these last few little lines, and then we're pretty much good. So we've not really made much of a profit. We had 96,000 when we started the video. Sold everything, just this last load that's in the harvester, and we're on 300,000. So far we've made what, 4,000 profit plus whatever's in the harvester. So it is a very, very small profit, but it has got the field clear to plant something that we don't have to rent equipment for to harvest. That's this. Oh, sorry if you heard that, I just accidentally whacked the microphone with my hand. A few downside there. Didn't spot them before. Back up and get them. Want to get every penny out of this field. Want to get every penny. Been a proper penny pinch today. Don't want to miss a single dime. That's it. Just this last little bit and then we'll call it. There we go. Right. Let's get unloaded. Hopefully it all fits. Fingers crossed. Nope, we're left with the tiniest little bit. That is so annoying. That is so annoying. Right, so what I think we'll do then is we're just going to leave this little bit on the field so we can get rid of the combine. The harvester, should I say. I'm just going to unload it on the field and I'll come back and collect it later. So, unload here. Just unload that little bit there, then it's done, and then we can send this back. So let's do that. Get it returned before it costs us any more money. And that is that done. And like I said, I'll come down and pick that lot up later. Let's get on with the field. Just tell Nat to pick the fertilizer up in a minute. There we go. Get this turned back on. Then we can get it finished off. Oh, no, wrong one. Didn't do that. Right. We'll get this field finished off. Okay, that's field done, job done. All planted with canola. Oh, we'll head back over to the farm with this now. We're probably going to need some more seed for the next episode. It might do another field, but always good to keep it topped up. So, as you may have seen in the chat while we was in the time lapse, I'm going to go in first person. These trees do tend to get in the way. I've asked Nat to grab the small coon solid fert spreader and bring it over to 179, fertilise. And at least that's done, and then when it starts to grow we can get it sprayed. Hoping to get some pigs in the next couple of episodes so that we can get some manure and slurry, and then we'll be able to start using that instead of the solid fort. How does she mean? No idea what she means by that. Right. Hopefully she understands that. She's still learning. She's getting there. She's doing really well, to be fair. She's learning quite quickly. Picked up quite a lot over the last week since we did the first video. She has learned a fair bit and she's coming along really nicely. Just getting to grips with the names of all the equipment and stuff like that, because obviously there is a lot of equipment in this game and lots of different names and abbreviations and whatever for it all, so just having a bit of a time remembering what's what, but I am sure she will get there eventually. So I'm just going to cut until we get back to the farm. I'll see you in a second. Alright, we're back at the farm. Get this put back where it lives. Need to invest in a jet wash as well. And there goes Nat off to fertilise the field. Nearly in the ditch then. But she's off to go and fertilise that field that we've just seeded. And get that all done. So let's get this put back under the canopy. Ooh. Is that a bit too sharp then? A bit too quick? Is an awkward shed to get into, to be honest, because of the pads on this, on its feet, just make it a little bit more tricky to back things in. But again, I'm zoomed out super far, like I always do, and it does make it a little bit harder to judge. Right, that's that in there. Drop that off. Put the class back in the shed where it belongs. I just left the Fiat over there. What we'll do is we'll pack this in here. Oops, not on the door. And then we'll pull over this side so we're near the door that it usually comes out of. That's it. We'll leave it there. Now we'll just quickly go and get the Fiat, because yep, she's left the engine running. Let's unhook the trailer. The trailer can actually stay here, it doesn't really matter, it doesn't have to be undercover, there's nothing in it. We'll leave the trailer there. Oh, By the way, we did buy a new header trailer for the combine header as well. I just couldn't cope with that small one anymore, so we have traded it in for a different one. So that has been done as well. I actually forgot to mention that at the beginning of the video, but with us not using the combine, it didn't cross my mind to mention it. So we'll get this part back in the shed where it lives. I'm really impressed with this Fiat. It pulled that trailer pretty well, even though it's max capacity. Pretty decent. There we go. That's them all put away. All nice and done. So we finished up at 311,000 today. Not a massive amount, but at least the field is empty and ready to go for us to plant something in it in the next episode. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell, and we'll see you again soon. And bye for now.